Morena te iwi, wahine ma. Saturday, the weekend. I'm going to be picking up my muko soon because his mummy's heading off to 660. So those of you heading to 660 today in Rotorua, I really suggest you wear some kamaputu because the ground's going to be really wet, muddy and soft. So don't get dressed up. Waste of time. Nobody's going to look at you there. They'll all be too busy partying. And if it rains, oh well, you don't want your new flash outfit getting all wet and looking miserable and your makeup dripping off your face. So go prepared, whānau. Go prepared for the weather, not for who you think is going to look at you. Anyway. Kei te pai, you can wear what you want, but that's just my suggestion. If it's going to rain, dress for the weather, whānau. Anyway, today's new card is Taranga, release. So, where are we? Taranga. Taranga, release, let go, liberate, set free, relinquish, surrender, forgive, holding on, and attachments. Taranga is the mother of Maui Tikitiki a Taranga, her last born son. He is acknowledged as the great hero, ancestor, and demigod throughout Polynesia. One kōrero tuku iho tells of Taranga enduring a long labour, then finally giving birth to her stillborn baby, Maui. In her grief, she wraps him in a tiki or top knot or special headdress, thus named Maui Tikitiki a Taranga, which translate as Maui the top knot of Taranga. Because the head is very tapu and considered the seat of vital energy, Taranga Tikitiki was naturally imbued with spiritual powers. Secured in the bundle of Tikitiki, Taranga decides to release Maui into the great ocean of Kiwa, where he floated out to sea. Little did she know her actions would begin a revival process, which was aided by the many ocean creatures that surrounded Maui on his journey. The combined healing powers of the sea and the spiritual energies of the Tikitiki ensured Maui's survival and well-being. Some days later, he was washed ashore very much alive and was discovered by Tamanui ki te rangi, a relative in Tupuna who raised him as his own son. And this is the meaning for today. Release is harnessing your natural ability to let go of unwanted emotions, to allow suppressed energies in your subconscious to fade away. It is breaking free of those attachments that hold us back from experiencing our true potential. Essentially, welcoming in and fully embracing the feeling of pain, which allows our emotions to just be. There are so many things that we never want to let go of and people we never want to leave behind. Holding on to pains of the past can use up so much of our energy. While it may seem difficult at the time, it really isn't the end of the world. In fact, it is just the opposite. When we release the attachments that bind us to the past, we start to form a new pathway for ourselves, a new destiny, a new stage of life that not only empowers us to be more aware of the present, but also allows our natural abilities within to shine through and guide us in creating the future of our dreams. This influence is saying that it is irrelevant what you have done or haven't done in your past, as those choices did not and shall not define who you are. The only thing that matters are the choices you are choosing to make that have everything to do with this moment moving forward. Are you attached to the past and reliant on it for a sense of identity and self-worth? Kia rere, kia pīataata me he kuru auhuka. flow freely and shine like a precious green stone. So there you go, whānau. Are you attached to the past and reliant on it for a sense of identity and self-worth? And I believe that this is talking about past behaviours, past attachments, not our tipuna. Hey, so the only thing that matters is the choices that we make today. So if you are gonna if you make the choice to wear appropriate clothing to 660, so you can make it a memorable one and not worried about your makeup dripping off and your hair dripping and your clothes getting your flash, going out clothes all ruined. Save that for when you go clubbing after the concert. Go home and get dressed into your clubbing clothes, then go out. You don't want to show up at the nightclub in your dripping wet clothes. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just jealous, whānau. I'm not going to 660, but that's my choice. I want to look after my mokopuna so my baby can have a good time. So there you go. Taranga, release. Ka kite whānau.